Welcome back to the home team. Being a professional wrestler is extremely tough, and Tyson Dux is helping train the next generation of great wrestlers.
I'm never leaving, but I got to change what I do, the level of which way I work. So I decided that one of the best ways I can help and contribute and do what I do is by teaching.
It's been 22 years in the wrestling business for Tyson Dux.
When you got the headlock here, do not place your hand in the middle. Don't do that. Don't get tied up. Put it on the outside. It's on the outside. Got a man by his head or his hips, right?
And with the lessons learned on that journey, he is now teaching the next generation of hopefuls to become superstars.
Taken what I've learned from my past experiences and I've kind of switched the role a little bit. Now I'm not as harsh and as mean, as brutal as it was in the 90s to get trained. And so with these kids, it's not about that. I try to open up the doors to anybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care the size. I don't care your weight. I don't care what your gender is. I don't care of any of this stuff. If you want to do professional wrestling, if this is your bucket list thing, I'm here to teach you.
Typically we warm up, we do some rolls, we get into the ring, just kind of loosen up our body, and we'll do some drills, going through some of our chain wrestling and kind of basic maneuvers. We do a lot of calisthenics, a lot of body weight exercises, squats, push-ups, burpees, things like that, just to keep you in general ring shape. We'll put together training matches together, just to practice kind of structuring our matches and trying new moves, and Tyson will give us feedback and critique those with us, which is invaluable because he just has so much knowledge about pro wrestling. So that's most of our classes is kind of the physically grueling part, and then at the end we wrestle. So yeah, it's great.
The first one was pretty grueling. The first one's crazy. When I first started, I could barely do like 10, 20 push-ups, but now I've come a long way.
Not only are the classes physically grueling, but Dux ensures that his students build their character as well.
Like there's so much I would have never known until I got here, until Tyson told me I was doing it all wrong. But there's a lot of technical stuff, a lot of character stuff, a lot of facials, a lot of it's in the face and your emotion and evoking certain emotions for the crowd. So yeah, it's just a lot that goes into it.
You're developing your style and your character, and you're kind of finding yourself and who you want to be. And that's everything from movement. How somebody moves in the ring is indicative of their character. So if somebody's slow and methodical and deliberate versus somebody who's a high flyer who's constantly moving around and flipping around, that you can probably guess what kind of character they would be just from how they move. So when we practice that stuff, it's kind of you finding where you want to be as a professional wrestler and how you want to present yourself.
Making the first class free is something that Dux has always included to give potential new students a taste of what wrestling has in store.
As soon as you come in, I want to give you the first day for free because you'll never experience anything like it. I don't think people get an idea until they're really in a situation that this is what this is. Because when you feel that ring, if you feel that canvas and how hard it is and how hard those ropes are when you finally get to run them, it's not fun. It's not as fake as people think it is. There's a lot of reality to it. And now with this original six, as I call them, the original 6 guys that I had work out with me, because of them being on shows and doing so well, I just get more people coming in all the time.
James Roberts is one of those successful students who has started traveling for shows and holds a couple of titles.
Mostly I wrestle for Smash Wrestling, Canadian-based company. I'm also the current Niagara Regional Champion for Bordertown Pro Wrestling. I'm one half of the Barrie Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Those are the 2 titles I have right now. So I'm kind of trying to get around more, and I'm starting to go up to FLQ in Montreal, just trying to get out of province a little more, hopefully into the States.
With such physical and mental demands on the body, wrestling isn't for everyone, but it can be for anyone.
If you want to do this, if you really want to do this, you have to love it because it's hard. It's not something you can do well if you're half in it. It's physically grueling. It's mentally draining. It's a lifestyle. You have to eat, you have to train, you have to be in the gym, you have to be on the road. It's a lot. And if you don't love it, you will not be able to do it because it becomes your life. I don't do anything else. I wrestle and train, and if I'm not working my job, I'm here, or I'm at the gym, or I'm on the road. And that's fine with me. That's what I love. That's what I want to be doing. But if that's not what you want in life, then maybe don't try it.
Make sure you're going to commit to it. It is a huge commitment. Like James said, it's a lot of physical work. Make sure you're in shape. Get in shape before if you can. If not, It'll just make things a little tougher, but you'll get through it. And yeah, just commit, because it is a huge time thing, and but if you love it, you'll fall in love with it just like I did. It's really something special, and everyone here is so supportive. It really is like a family, and that's another thing that I really love about it. Everyone's so supportive too.
It just comes down to confidence. If you want to do it, just do it. I get people of all shapes and sizes. James, is one of my guys. Jim Strider, he is now 60 pounds lighter, if not more. He's lost a ton of weight, so it doesn't matter whatever your shape you're in. If you come in here out of shape, I will get you in shape. If you want to prepare beforehand, that's fine. But you're still, if you think you're in shape, you're not going to be in the shape that I want you to be in anyways. So come on in, because I'll get you there. And just if you want something bad enough, just go get it, man. That's what I'm all about.
Reporting for the home team, I'm Greg Bowman.